Alright, this video is going to be a quick guide to Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. Age of Empires 2 is probably the largest real-time strategy game in the world following StarCraft and StarCraft 2. It's got a 20-plus year history, and understanding that history is essential to even understanding what the Definitive Edition is. This is Liquipedia. It's a good place to see all the ongoing tournaments and upcoming tournaments and keep up with that. We're going to look at the civilizations here. Specifically by release here. If we look at the Age of Kings, which is the subtitle to the original game, Age of Empires 2, it came with 13 civilizations. The Conquerors expansion in 2000 added 5 more. In 2012, the game received a Steam release called Age of Empires 2 HD. That included this expansion, The Forgotten, which added 5 more civilizations. The HD edition received 2 more expansions, the African Kingdoms and the Rise of the Rajas. These added 4 more civilizations each. Finally, in 2019, the Definitive Edition was released, which included a new expansion, The Last Khans, which added 4 more civilizations. So, the Definitive Edition, which is $20 on Steam and goes on sale for as low as $5, includes all of this previous content up to this point. The campaigns that came with these expansions, as well as these civilizations. Due to the success of the Definitive Edition, there's subsequent expansions available for the Definitive Edition. These add in some additional campaigns and additional civilizations. Lord of the West adds the Burgundians and the Sicilians. Dawn of the Dukes adds the Bohemians and the Poles. These civilizations have this mule cart mechanic where you can drop off supplies to a movable cart. And that's the kind of style of change that these expansions add into the game. The Dynasties of India expansion reworked the India civilization into the Hindustanis and added 3 more Indian factions. Return of the Rome expansion added the Romans as a playable civilization into Age of Empires 2. Finally, the most recent expansion, the Mountain Royals, added the Armenians and the Georgians. There's a new expansion that was just announced that's going to add some more campaigns, but that's all the civilizations that are currently available in the game. Alright, going into the game now. We see an ongoing event here for this challenge scenario where I can compete for a high score on a leaderboard. There's a news tab here announcing the upcoming campaign expansion. There's a learn to play. This learn the basics is a introductory tutorial scenario that walks you through the basics of the game. And then the Art of War challenges here are more advanced scenarios, trying to get you to have a good start in the game, fast castle, booming. These different setups here that train you to play in the online multiplayer. For single player, you can do a multiplayer style game as a skirmish or go into the campaigns. A lot of these come with the Definitive Edition, and then the expansions unlock even more campaigns. This is the Mount Royals campaign that I don't have yet for that expansion, but these other ones are unlocked and playable, and each of these is a series of missions here. Some of the campaigns are available to play as co-op. You select which one you want here, and this takes you to a lobby where you can invite other people. For the multiplayer, these take you to different tabs here where we can see custom games being formed. There's always a lot of custom games being formed up here and waiting to start with different custom maps, custom mods to play as there. There's a spectate here where you can spectate ongoing games. There's an in-game clan system where you can form and join clans. And there's a leaderboard here where you can see the top ranked players. These are the ranks that are the leaderboards that are available, the ranked modes, the ranked queues that are available. So you can choose which mode you're looking for here and choose your maps and then queue here to play ranked. Alright, there's also the quick play available. You can do a comp stomp against the computer. You just choose which size you're looking for and form a party if you're looking for it, or play against the computer. And again, you can choose which maps you're looking for and then find a match that way for unranked matches. So because I have the Return to Rome expansion, this tab is available here, Return to Rome. This is Age of Empires 1 remade in the Age of Empires 2 engine and graphics and everything else here. So these are Age of Empires 1 civilizations, including a new one, the Vietnamese here. And I can play Age of Empires 1 games here. There's also some of the campaigns available here from the original game and from the Return to Rome expansion. There's also a multiplayer. It's not particularly active, but you could spectate games, clans here, and similarly share the leaderboard here. So that's the Return to Rome Age of Empires 1 mode in Age of Empires 2. This mode gets balance updates from the developer. So this is the most modern way to play Age of Empires 1 if you're interested in Age of Empires 1. The competitive scene has traditionally been a Vietnamese scene where a bunch of Vietnamese players are playing, I believe it's like the original unpatched CD-ROM version. So for competitive games, they're often on that old version. But this Return to Rome mode is the more definitive edition of Age of Empires 1 than even Age of Empires 1 Definitive Edition. Returning to Age of Empires 2 here. I showed off the different modes available here. We'll jump into a quick game here and show the gameplay here. So right off the start here, I want to start queuing up some villagers, building some houses, exploring around here. There's a boar there that I can grab later. I want to get these goats under my control. Got the goats. I'll put them here.
Ready. Gatherer.
Yay.
Gatherer. Grayton. Gatherer.
And start farming up the food from those. Try and find some more of those goats. Maybe another boar.
Ready. Gather her. Mandatum. Gather her. Ready. Gather her.
There's some deer here that I can farm later. Oh, here's a sheep. One sheep.
Yay. Gatherer.
Alright, and that's enough on food there. I need to start doing some wood here.
Yay. You're correct. Chopper. Yay. You're correct. Yay. Golden.
Didn't even pay attention to what map this was.
Mandatum. Jus. Ik wil correct.
Ran out of goats
Correct.
already.
Ik wil
Bringing this boar here.
hunter. Chopper. Ik wil chopper. Correct. Ik wil correct. Greeten. Hunter. Jee, hunter.
Grayton, Equilin, Correctus, Bulden, Chopper,
Mandatum. Willem. Hunter. Correct. Correct. Willem. Jus. Correctus. Greeten.
Hunter,
Ready. Hunter.
Ready, Chopper, Dich, Equilin, Bulden, Mandatum, Dich, Correctus, Bulden, Ready,
Gatherer.
Grayton,
Greeten.
Correctus, Bulden, Gatherer, Mandatum, Bulden, Chopper,
There's my enemy. Lumber camp. Time to level up soon. We'll start that age up to feudal age now.
Grayton, Bulden, Bulden, Bulden. Chopper,
There's my bonus base. This wood line. Good.
Mandatum, Bulden,
Mandatum. Bolden. Yay. Bolden.
Yay. Bulden, ready. Bulden. Mandatum, Bulden. Yay.
Chopper. Ready. Bolden. Yay. Chopper.
Grayton, Chopper. Ready. Yay. Dich. Bulden. Yay. Dich. Dich.
Greeton.
Chopper.
Ready. Yay. Bolden.
Ready. Yes. Equilin. Bulden.
Mandatum.
Grayton. Yay. Bulden. Mandatum. Bulden.
Yay. Yes. Correct. Hunter. Ready.
Chopper. Correctus. Equilin.
Greeton. Equilin. Yay. Correct. Equilin. Equilin. Correctus.
Yay.
Hunter. Mandatum. Yes. Correct. Correct. Hunter.
Ready. Fatal! Yay. Equilin. Yes. Mandatum. Fatal! Yeah. Equilin. Yes. Equilin. Yay. Fight! Fatal! Ready. Yes. Equilin. 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 Mandatum. Fatal! Yes. Yay. Equilin.
Mandatum.
Bolden. 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 Bolden.
Equilin. Ready. Equilin. Mandatum. Equilin. Ready. Equilin. Equilin. Yay. Equilin. Yes. Yay.
Greeton. Bolden. Bolden. Ready. Bolden.
Equilin. Yay. Yes. Yay. Fight! Yes. Yay. Yes. Equilin. Fatal! Yes. Equilin. Yay.
Grayton. Bulden.
Mandatum. Chopper.
Yay. Yes. Mandatum. Equilin. Ready. Fatal! Yes. Equilin. Yay. Equilin. Yes. Equilin. Ready. Fight! Mandatum. Equilin. Yes. Yes, yes, equivalent, yes, equivalent. Equivalent, yes, yay. Equivalent, equivalent, yay.
Yay? Treat and Bolden.
Ready. Yay. Ready. Batal! 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 Mandatum? Yay, equivalent. Yay. Yes. Yay. Equivalent. Yes, yay, yes.
Ready. Yes. Bulden. 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 Dich.
Yay, equivalent. Equivalent. Ready. Yay, yes. Yay. Equivalent. Yes, yay. Equivalent. Mandatum? Yes, equivalent. Yes. Yes. Yay, equivalent. Yes, yay. Ready. Batal! Fight! Equivalent, yes, equivalent, yes, equivalent, yes, equivalent, yes, yay. Mandatum? Batal! Yay, yes, equivalent. Mandatum? Yes, equivalent. Yes. Ready, equivalent, yay. Yes. Batal! Fight! Batal! Yes, yeah, equivalent. Yeah, yes. Yeah, equivalent. Yeah. Equivalent. Yeah, equivalent. Yes, equivalent. Yeah. Equivalent. Batal! Yes, equivalent. Yeah. Fight! Yes, yeah, equivalent. Yes, equivalent. Yes, yeah, yes. Equivalent. Yay. Equivalent. Yes, yay. Equivalent. Yay. Yes. Equivalent. Yay. Yes, yay. Equivalent. Equivalent. Ready. Yay. Yes, equivalent. Equivalent. Yes, equivalent. Yay. Yes.
Yay? Bolden.
Mandatum? Yeah, equivalent. Yay. Equivalent. Yes, yes. Equivalent. Equivalent. Fight! Mandatum? Batal! Yes. Ready. Yeah, equivalent. Yeah. Mandatum? Equivalent. Yeah, yes. Equivalent. Equivalent. Yeah, yes. Equivalent. Yes, yay. Equivalent. Equivalent. Yeah, equivalent. Yes. Yay. Equivalent. Yes. Equivalent. Yes. Yay. Equivalent. Fatal. Ready. Yes. Fight. Fatal. Fatal. Yes. Fight. Fatal. Fatal. Yes. Equivalent. Yes. Equivalent. Yay. Yes. Equivalent. Yes. Mandatum. Yes. Ready. Fatal. Mandatum. Ready. Batal! Yay! Yes! Yay! Ik willen. Fight! Ik wil yes. Batal! Ready. Batal! Datum? Yay! Yay! Ik willen. Batal! Fight! Datum? Yay! Yes! Batal! Yes, yeah, yes! Ready, fight! Datum? Batal! Ready. Yes, yay. Batal! Fight! Yes. Batal! Batal! Fight! Yay, yes! Ready. Yes. Batal! Yay. Batal! Datum? Fight! Ready. Ik willen, yes. Yay.